What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of our MLB Outlooks for the 2025 MLB season. In this episode, we have the Colorado Rockies. Last year, the Colorado Rockies finished 61 and 101, last place in the NL West. So we're going to take a brief look at what they have to look out for this season. So starting with their free agent tracker, guys they got and guys they lost. Jacob Stallings, he comes back to Colorado, 1 year, $2.5 million. They lost Brendan Rodgers. This one was kind of dumbfounding for me. I would have kept him, but he signs a minor league contract with the Astros. That's a steal for the Houston Astros. Cal Quantrill goes to the Marlins, 1 year, $3.5 million. Dakota Hudson leaves and goes to the Angels to a minor league contract. Daniel Bard is still out there. Let's take a look at what they have lineup-wise. So taking a look at their lineup and bench for the upcoming season, it looks like this. Brenton Doyle, Ryan McMahon, Ezekiel Tovar, Chris Bryant, Michael Tuglia, Nolan Jones, Thairo Estrada, Jordan Beck, and Jacob Stallings. Thairo Estrada was one of the free agents they signed during the winter meetings. He officially signed last month in January. He is projected a pretty solid year with the Colorado Rockies, a 1.4 projected WAR, 89 WRC+, 728 OPS. So for a Thairo Estrada, this is a guy that I think could be a solid addition for the Colorado Rockies, but honestly, it's not enough to make them a really big threat in this NL West, because it is a very top-heavy division, you could say. The Dodgers, the Padres, the Diamondbacks, the Giants always seem to hang in there. They even brought in a Willy Adames. We'll get to that when we get to the San Francisco Giants. But this Rockies team is still a lot of ways away from being competitive in this division. But there are some parts of this lineup I really do like. It basically is the 1-2-3 guys. Brenton Doyle, I like a lot. He's projected a 2.9 WAR, 87 WRC+, 723 OPS. I do think that OPS is kind of low. Ryan McMahon, one of the most underrated third basemen in the league, in my opinion. He's projected a 2.3 WAR, 737 OPS. He provides some pop at Coors Field. I think he is very decent. This is one of the most underrated players in baseball, Ezekiel Tovar. He is more than likely the star of this team. Projected 3.2 WAR, 91 WRC+, 743 OPS. He has a walk percentage projected at a 4.2%, a strikeout percentage projected at a 26%. I think Ezekiel Tovar is the best player on this Rockies team. Chris Bryant, I was thinking about this before I record this. The fall off of Chris Bryant has been very upsetting to watch. Chris Bryant was a star with the Cubs, goes to the Giants, then he signs with the Rockies. Now he just kind of can't stay healthy. Projected a negative 0.1 WAR. 717 OPS, still in the 700s, but it's like, what happened to the Chris Bryant we all knew and loved with the Cubs? Michael Toglia, all these other young guys in this lineup. The bottom of this order kind of scares me. Jacob Stallings is a reliable defensive catcher. Jordan Beck, Thairo Estrada, Nolan Jones. Nolan Jones had an awful year last year. I think he's going to have a better year, however, this year. Projected 1.5 WAR, 104 WRC+, 777 OPS. So Fangraphs is banking on a massive bounce back for Nolan Jones, one of the big lefties in this lineup, and honestly, he is a big X factor for this Rockies team, finishing at least better than last year. Some guys on the bench: Hunter Goodman, Kyle Farmer, Sam Hilliard, and Greg Jones. Now let's look at their rotation and bullpen. Now taking a look at their rotation for the 2025 season, it goes a bit like this: German Marquez, Ryan Feltner, Kyle Freeland, Antonio Senzella, and Austin Gomber. Looking at their bullpen: Tyler Kinley, Seth Halvorsen, Luis Peralta, Victor Vodnik, Scott Alexander, Justin Lawrence, Lucas Gilbreth, and Tanner Gordon. When I look at this rotation and bullpen, it's not good in my opinion, especially the bullpen. No one projected a WAR of 0.2 or higher, a lot of 0.2s, but nothing higher than that. Their best guy is Tyler Kinley, projected-wise, 18 projected saves, 4.72 ERA. Luis Peralta, who they traded from the Pirates last year, he actually had a pretty solid stint with the Rockies in the MLB when he got called up, but he's not projected to have a good year this year. Negative 0.3 WAR, 486 ERA. Looking at the rotation, the best guy is Marquez, but is German Marquez a guy that they can trade or move? More than likely, yes. Projected a 2.1 WAR, 468 ERA projected. 305 walk per 9, 7.44 Ks per 9. German Marquez might be a name to watch out for this season as a trade candidate. Will they trade him? I'm not sure, but I think they should if they want to get the bang for their buck. Overall, it's not an exciting pitching staff, and this Rockies team is banking on big years from Ezekiel Tovar and massively a bounce-back year from a Nolan Jones and Ryan McMahon and Brenton Doyle continuing what they're doing. Take a brief look at their prospect list. Chase Dollander and Charlie Condon, these are the guys. Chase Dollander is supposedly going to be up by 2026. Next season, not this year, but next year. I think he's going to be a really solid pitcher. And, of course, Condon, he was drafted last year. He's going to be at high A, projected 2027. He is as well going to be another big piece. But they also have some prospects down here. Amador and Fernandez, those types of guys projected to be coming up this year. So this Rockies team is still in this massive rebuild state. Will they finish worse than last year, 61-101? We asked this question with the White Sox. I don't think the Rockies will be worse than last year. I still think, even though their pitching rotation does scare me a lot, they can still carry them to some wins, especially if they keep Marquez around, if Kyle Freeland pitches his butt off. And this is also depending on Nolan Jones having the bounce back I think a lot of people are hoping. So this Rockies team, will they hit the 70-win range? I guess the over-under could be 65.5. I'll keep it at they get almost a 65 win. Maybe they win like 64, maybe 65, but I'm going to take under 65.5. So thank you all for watching this version of our MLB Outlooks. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. We are almost to 300 subscribers. We are trying to hit that by opening day, so it's going to be a fun route to see if we can hit it. Make sure to like the video and comment your thoughts about the Rockies down below. I'll see you next time.